Evening. Pattaya breathes. The city moves like the sea. Alive. Noisy. Filled with the smell of food, gasoline and salt. I walk along a street where everything glows. Where every sign flashes promises. Where the air smells of grilled bananas and the ocean. And in this moment, I can feel how real paradise can be for those who come here looking for light. People laugh from the heart. Old men ride scooters. Kids run barefoot chasing each other across the pavement. The evening is soft. The air thick and warm like water. You just walk, and for a moment it feels like evil doesn't exist. But if you keep walking a little farther, beyond the noise and the neon, past the beaches and the temples, the road begins to fade into silence. And somewhere beyond those hills, beyond the river, another world begins. Myanmar. When you stand near the border and look across, you see misty mountains, quiet villages, calm rivers. It looks peaceful, but behind that quiet, in the dark, there are places where light never reaches, where people are kept like shadows. This is not a rumor. This is real. At first, I didn't believe it either. How could this happen now, in our century? Until I heard the stories of girls who came to Thailand chasing dreams. They were promised jobs, money, safety, a new life. They bought into the promise, were met at the airport, smiled at, welcomed, and driven away in air-conditioned vans. Then came the night. The river, a small wooden boat, no lights. 5 minutes later, they were gone, across the water, already in Myanmar, and there was no way back. Over there, beyond the reach of any law, entire cities have been built. Cities with fences, guards, and cameras. They look like business parks, but no one there is free. People work until their bodies give out, 17, 18, 20 hours a day. No choice, no rest, no names. They're forced to scam people online, to text, to flirt, to pretend they care. They are given phones and fake profiles, told what to say, how to sound, when to smile. To the world, it looks like just another message from a stranger. But on the other side of that chat sits someone without a passport, without sleep, without a way out. I heard about a girl from Belarus. Her name was Vera. She came to Thailand to work as a model. A beautiful offer, a ticket, a contract, all official. A week later, she was gone, taken to a camp in Myanmar, a place where people are stripped of everything, where asking for water can get you beaten. When Vera stopped making money, they killed her. Her organs were sold, and her parents got a message offering to buy her body back for $500,000. This isn't fiction, it's documented. And it didn't happen in Thailand, it happened just across the river in the shadows of another country. The victim's life packed together, 20 to a room. No windows, no privacy, no names. They sleep on metal frames, eat once a day, and pray for silence. If someone slows down or tries to refuse an order, they're locked in a dark cell, left for days without food or water. Sometimes when they beg to drink, a guard will hand them a cup and make them swallow what isn't water. And it all begins with a single message. Model job in Asia, $5,000 a month. Housing included. So simple. And someone believes it. Packs a suitcase, smiles, tells their friends life is finally turning around. And then disappears. No trace, no name, no profile. Inside those camps they build illusions. Shops, cafes, beauty salons, fake brand names, everything. To make prisoners think life still goes on. To keep them calm, to make them spend their fake salaries right back inside the same walls. It's not just slavery, it's a self-contained world of lies. I've seen satellite images of those places. At first, just a few small buildings. A year later, entire blocks. Dozens of identical structures with bars on the windows, bright lights that never go off. They grow like tumors, spreading faster than anyone can stop them. Some camps even have hospitals, clean rooms, white coats, real equipment. But they don't heal people there. They harvest them. Operations with no consent, no record, no return. One survivor told me he bought his freedom by giving up a kidney. He said it calmly, as if it were just another deal. Now he lives in Thailand, but every night he dreams of that river and the silence on the other side. And here in Pattaya, life flows like nothing ever happened. Music, laughter, lights reflecting in the water, women selling fruit, tourists bargaining, children chasing the waves. And you realize how fragile this peace really is, how close paradise stands to hell, just one border away, one bridge, one night. Thailand is life. Myanmar is the absence of it. Here people smile, help each other, build, believe. There, across the line, kindness has a price and freedom doesn't exist. Every time I walk through this city, hear the laughter, smell the mango, I remember that somewhere nearby, someone sits in darkness begging for a sip of water. Slavery today doesn't need chains. It lives in screens, in fake profiles, in promises too good to be true. A person clicks a link thinking they're choosing freedom, and in that moment, they sell it instead. For a dream, for a picture, for a promise that never existed. Myanmar has become a black hole. It pulls people in and swallows them whole. Every day new faces arrive. Every day someone vanishes forever. There's no government anymore, only warlords, armed men, and cartels feeding off despair. They build their cities, earn billions, and no one can enter without risking their life. They make people smile on command. They tell them they're free. They pay them fake salaries, sell them false hope until they forget what real freedom even means. And here, in Thailand, children laugh, the sea hums, and you begin to understand how thin the line really is between light and darkness. Paradise is not a place, it's the distance between you and someone else's pain. If you stop noticing, hell starts right under your feet. We like to think evil is far away, but it's not. It lives in indifference, in silence, in the phrase, "not my problem." The world has become too comfortable, and that's what makes it dangerous. Comfort makes us blind, and darkness always comes when people stop looking. Sometimes I think the border between good and evil is not a river but the human heart. And every evening as I walk through these streets, listening to laughter, feeling the warm wind, I tell myself one thing: may this light never fade. Because if it ever does, the darkness from the other side will come here too, silently, without a sound, without a scream. It will just step forward and close the sky.